Hey Southo, it's Mrs. Z, back with another Read Aloud. Today I am reading The Story Behind Day of the Dead by Melissa Ray Schaffner. This is a nonfiction book about Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, a holiday celebrated by many Latinx communities, and I thought it would be important to read a little more. Day of the Dead, the story behind the Day of the Dead. A happy holiday. Day of the Dead sounds scary, but don't be afraid. This holiday is a happy time during which people honor their loved ones who have passed away. Families gather to celebrate with tasty foods, big parties, and even fun parades. Honoring the dead. Long ago, many early peoples in South America and what we now call Mexico believed it was disrespectful to be sad about people who had died. Many groups honored their ancestors by celebrating them in different ways. The ancient Aztecs, for example, held parties and festivals during the month of August. Many years later, in the 1500s, the Spanish took over Mexican land. They made many Mexican people switch to Catholicism, which was the religion practiced by the Spanish. Catholics celebrate All Saints' Day on November 1st and All Souls' Day on November 2nd to honor their dead loved ones. 2 days of celebration. Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, as it's called in Spanish, became a mix of the Catholic holidays and the traditional Mexican celebrations. To make sure the dead aren't disrespected, their families honor them over 2 days each year, November 1st and November 2nd. On November 1st, people celebrate the lives of children who have died. They leave white flowers on the children's graves. Adults who have died are honored on November 2nd. On this day, people leave orange flowers called marigolds on graves. Leaving offerings. In places that celebrate Dia de los Muertos, people believe that their dead loved ones come back to the land of the living to celebrate with their families. People set up tables called ofrendas with candles, flowers, and offerings for the dead. Food and drinks. To help the dead on their trip to the world of the living, people prepare and leave out traditional Mexican food and drinks. Sometimes these offerings are what the ancestor loved to eat and drink most when they were alive. Pan de muerto, or bread of the dead, is a type of sweetbread made for the Day of the Dead. People also make sugar candies in the shape of skulls to honor the dead. Sugar skulls were first made in Mexico around the 1700s. And there's some sugar skulls and pan de muerto. Life of the party. Day of the Dead celebrations may also include a big party in the cemetery. People often decorate their loved ones' graves. One decoration you might see at a Day of the Dead celebration is papel picado, which is colorful paper with pictures cut into it. Celebrating today. Day of the Dead is a fun and happy celebration meant to honor dead ancestors, but it's also about reminding people that death is part of life. It's celebrated mostly in Mexico, but people in other countries celebrate it too. And that, my friends, is Day of the Dead.